Hello, and welcome to 9 minutes 3 days weather forecast, our presentation for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. As we look forward to the weekend, we expect Friday to be one of the days we expect some poor visibilities over the inland areas of the south and part of the central cities, while some level of improvements are expected over the northern part of the country. There are chances of thunderstorms over the inland of the south and the coast of the south. Most especially, this is likely to affect cities around Lagos, Ijebu-Ode, part of Benin, and also part of the southeastern coast of Calabar, Uyo, and Eke. The air quality conditions over the country is likely to deteriorate a little further over the northwest and part of the north-central to part of the central cities and the inland of the southwest. This is likely to pose some hazard to those in the sensitive group category. Elsewhere, we anticipate moderate air quality conditions. Temperatures are likely to range between 33 and 36 degrees Celsius over the northeast, while same would occur over part of the northwest. The lowest minimum temperature is anticipated over part of Jigawa, while we expect Kano to report a low temperature of about 14 degrees Celsius. Around the central cities, Abuja is likely to report a temperature of 37 degrees Celsius, while part of the inland and the coast of the south, we expect temperature to range within 35 to 37 degrees Celsius. Saturday is also likely to start very fine with an improvement in visibility conditions over both the north and the central cities, while we expect some poorer visibility to encroach into part of the inland of the southeast and that of the southwest, with some partly cloudy conditions also anticipated over the coast and the inland of the south. We expect some improvement in air quality conditions over the country, as most areas in the northwest will still persist in poor air quality conditions that may be very hazardous to people in the sensitive group category. Elsewhere, we expect moderate air quality conditions as denoted in the yellow color. We look forward to a temperature ranging over the northwest to about a low of about 31 degrees Celsius over part of Katsina, while part of Sokoto will report a temperature around 37 degrees Celsius. We expect part of Yobe to report temperature high of about 34 degrees Celsius, while around the central cities, part of Niger, Abuja, and Nasarawa are likely to have temperature ranging within 37 to 39 degrees Celsius, not forgetting part of Jos, which is likely to still report a temperature of about 29 degrees Celsius. Over the south, temperatures are still likely to range within 35 to 36 degrees Celsius over both the southeast and the southwest. We look forward to Sunday having a very good weather conditions over most part of the country with a lot of sunny hours in good visibility. However, we expect part of the inland of the southwest to hold some slim prospect of thunderstorms over part of the high ground areas of Oshogbo, Ado-Ekiti, Akure, and part of Ibadan in the southwestern inland areas, while over the southeastern areas around Enugu, part of Onitsha, Asaba, Warri, Port Harcourt, and part of Uyo, we expect no weather conditions in these places except for some few appearance of clouds. We look forward to the air quality conditions improving remarkably over part of the northeast to part of Abuja, Lafia, and also part of Taraba, into part of the southwestern inland and the southeastern inland and coastal areas, while there will still be some hazardous conditions over the northwestern areas of the country, which is likely to affect cities like Kebbi, Sokoto, part of Kaduna, and part of Niger. We expect temperatures to range within 34 to 37 degrees Celsius over the northeast, while that of the northwest, Sokoto will have a temperature rise of about a degree Celsius. Temperature here could hold to about 38 degrees Celsius. Around the central cities, Kaduna is likely to report temperature of 35 degrees Celsius, while Abuja is likely to have a high of about 39 degrees Celsius. Lagos is likely to have a high of about 34 degrees Celsius, while Port Harcourt is likely to have a high of about 35 degrees Celsius and a low of about 22 degrees Celsius.